In a mountainous country like Switzerland, avalanches are a major danger for many places. One of the worst avalanche catastrophes of the last 100 years was the winter of 1950-51, when about 1,000 avalanches caused severe damage and claimed about 100 lives. Along with the families of the victims, all of Switzerland was grieving. The large coffins and the smaller ones in which the children lay were placed next to one another in a broad grave. Houses, barns, and a hotel were destroyed. The farmers were naturally concerned first about their families. But the mountain farmers had to add the loss of their most valuable property too, their animals. All of Switzerland was ready to help.
Das Gebiet, das wir uns hier befinden, die sogenannten Böden, sind stark durch Dorfberglawinen gefördert.
The place where we're now standing is heavily threatened by avalanches and had been used exclusively for agriculture.
Landwirtschaftlich genutzt worden. Anschliessend
To prevent the building of houses in this place, the community of Davos commissioned the Institute of Snow and Avalanche Research to produce danger maps for the area.
Und sie hat das Institut für Schnee- und Lawinenforschung damit beauftragt, für das Gebiet hier eine Gefahrenkarte zu realisieren. Das Gebäude vor uns.
This building is on the edge of the danger zone. Here, only buildings using avalanche reinforcements are allowed. This building has strong concrete walls and the windows are secured with armored glass.
Und die Fenster sind mit Panzerglas gesichert. Das Gelände ist zusätzlich mit Lawinenverbauungen.
In addition, high on the mountains, defense barriers were installed. Still, such avalanche barriers do not offer 100% protection.
Und es kann dann trotzdem zum Lawinenanbruch kommen.
If no danger maps had been requested here in the 1960s, then we must assume that the entire area would probably have been built over, and that comprehensive protection measures would have been needed to secure the area from avalanches. Here, there had never been such an avalanche. When a river has been forced into a bed, there is a definite danger that at a very high level, the Linth overflows, as it did in 1944, and the entire Linth plain was flooded. The river had dug a new course through the flood debris. This is how it looked in Glarnerland after a major thunderstorm.
Mühsam zugeschüttet werden musste.
More than 1 million cubic meters of stone and debris covered the meadows and agricultural land. The river was blocked and the people had to flee. Homes and factories were destroyed by the floodwaters.
Viele Talbewohner mussten Hab und Gut im Stiche lassend aus ihren Häusern fliehen. Fabriken mit ihrer ganzen maschinellen Einrichtung wurden durch die Fluten und das Geschiebe zerstört.
In order to prevent another disaster, like in 1944, what was needed here was a modern flood protection plan. For that, a modern flood protection scheme was built in which the river was given much more space. In addition, ecology was brought into the picture as people recognized that this was a valuable ecological area. The river now had more room, and if the Linth Canal should once again fill with water, it will have room to spread out. For a project that uses so much cropland, a comprehensive plan had to be drawn up. To start, how can the ecological area be fundamentally improved? And how should settlement development proceed so that it doesn't ever again obstruct the Linth plain? Then there's the question of how to drain the water out of the plain and into the Linth Canal. In addition, an investigation of the impact of the entire free time and recreational activities must be included, because it's really a wonderful recreational area. And finally, everything has to be merged into an overall picture, including the accompanying measures around the plane.
Zum Gesamtbild zusammengebunden. Und da ist dann die Ausgangslage eigentlich auch für die begleitenden Maßnahmen, die zu diesem Projekt gehören. Mit dem Entwicklungskonzept von der Linth-Ebene.
The development concept for the Linth River Plain also established settlement limits so that settlement growth could no longer simply spread into the unbuilt areas of a shoreless river. In addition, clear settlement boundary lines were also established, which naturally brought about many discussions with the farmers. However, the farmers could then see how a modern floodwater collection system also served to protect the bordering croplands. In other words, their agricultural lands. Destruction and rebuilding in Glarnerland.
Und mit dem Ausbau vom Lindwerk hat sicher dazu geführt, dass jetzt die ganze Ebene Hüben und auch hier im Glarnerland massiv geschützt ist.
Destruction and rebuilding in Glarnerland. A small event in comparison to what is happening in the rest of the world, but an important experience for the people of one beautiful valley in our homeland.